Hi guys, I hope everybody is safe and doing well. So this is Pallavi, my best friend and my partner in crime. She's currently working as a junior architect. She comes from the designing background.
And let me introduce to Aarti. She is currently working on her men's brand, and she has completed her graduation in business management and her post graduation in luxury brand management.
Over the years, our profession has helped us evolve.
And yeah, the idea was really very simple, like to create a very strong
And a memorable name.
brand name.
Yeah.
So it's all in the name. You see, like Tan being the body and Matra is the other ornaments which we are referring to. And yes, so Tanmatra is all about fashion jewelry.
The meaning of Tanmatra is that it will create subtle elements, exploring different materials to bring out the charm in you.
And of course, providing you all at an affordable rate and giving you a wide range of jewelry for every occasion. So during our live, we got this question saying why specifically jewelry designing and like what inspired you?
Everybody wants to have something of their own. We wanted to start something that we can call our own. So we started, we didn't know where exactly to start from.
So like we have created this we have created our own smart project brief like that helped us to create our brand and grow. So
S in the smart, S being specific, like types and events the design is actually made for. You need to be specific about that.
Then
Measurable, M, that is measurable, the quantity you want to produce of that particular design. A being accountability, like you need to account for all the materials that you're using so that you can always recreate it. Yeah, identifying the products that are identifying the raw materials that you will be using in it. R being relevant, that is the price points of your product, the color, the styling direction, and obviously it should be relevant to your target customers. T being timely, where it means that you should know when you have to, where you want to market your product, when you want to market it, and how you want to market it. That is really important. So these were the things that we kept in mind, and we started back in April 2015.
True.
After our 12th, that is when we started making beaded bracelets, necklaces. Obviously, this was a side gig, and it was a good job for our ideal hands that time.
And then subsequently, like after a lot of trial and error and research, like when our handcrafted pieces like repeatedly started to garner compliments from our friends, families, and yeah, like we just wondered like could this hobby become a legitimate business?
Exactly.
So of course it needs a lot of time, money, research, patience, consistency, but you need to start somewhere. And like for instance, after getting done with the first few bracelets and after multiple uses, we thought like the elastic which we were using was not as apt as we thought.
Our inspiration has always been these big brands, like Aldo, H&M accessories, Accessorize. We thought, why not look for products in our own closet first, try to understand what materials have these brands used so that we can get the authentic material and create unique pieces.
And like that's how we ended up seeing a niche in the business, and we thought like let's take an advantage of it and let's just start with it.
Like you guys won't believe, in the first 6 months we sold more than 200 pieces.
Yeah.
And that was a really big thing for us.
Yep.
We did not have the opportunity to study jewelry designing, but our creativity and love for jewelry always made us think out of the box, and that is what helped us to sustain in the market.
Of course it was difficult in planning our collections, but yes, it took time to get the raw material.
And trust me, no business, you cannot start any business without market research and surveys.
Yeah. So like of course digital platforms like Instagram, Pinterest and forecasting agencies did help us for a few references and like to start with our collections, and they were like a huge like reference library for us to start with the pieces.
Yeah. So we had to travel to different places. We searched for various markets, to get the best quality product that, forget about y'all wearing it, for us also to use.
Yeah.
We wanted to provide that good quality material at the best and the cheapest rate one can afford.
6 years back, like jewelry designing wasn't given so much importance. So it would have been really like it would have given us an upper hand of like also we would have been like a step ahead of what we are today.
Somewhere, yes, it does create a limitation for us because we have the practical knowledge, but not exactly the theoretical base that is required to do this. So if I would say that if you want to go for a career in this, to start a business, so you should definitely get your basics right.
So applying yourself creatively can be fun at times, but it is scary at the same time. It is work, like there is an element of risk. You might not like what you end up doing. Your family won't like it. Neither your friends would like it. You might not finish it also. But then like you need to like set no boundaries and
No rules. You
Yeah.
need to be free. You need to go with the flow. Don't conform to expectations.
and experiment, take the time to do a lot of what ifs and variations on a theme and trial and error.
I would say, the best way to go is, to keep records. Make good notes of sketches of what seemed to work and what seems not to work. Evaluate.
Right.
Learn from your success, learn from your mistakes, figure out why did something work and why did it not work.
Right. So, like in the beginning, the best one can do is to accept that while it is possible, and to be successful, it will just take like more work than you might have anticipated.
The industry measures your ability to work as a designer. You are going to be tested day in and day out, and if you want to be successful, your dedication and your passion is the only thing that is going to help you.
So, like, learn to market, learn to sell your products on value and not on price, and how to leverage these things instead of directly competing with them. So remember that quality still matters, and that regardless of how many people compete in this field, if you are consistent, your uniqueness will always stand out.
Yes, that's true. That's one thing that is always going to be there. So the responses that we got in the beginning was, so how did we start about? We did a lot of exhibitions.
Yeah.
Like in the past 6 years, we have offline, we have not set up our store. But definitely exhibition is one thing that helped us to create a very big customer base. That exhibition you meet new people. Right from the age group of
New
18
connect.
to maybe, there's no limit to age of wearing jewelry. So it helped us to create a special bond, and obviously people get to see your products. You can always add your personal touch to it.
Yeah, and of course, like personalization in today's time has taken some another life itself, and yeah, so that's when we started personalizing things for people on demand.
So I would have to comment on that, saying what is the role of jewelry in their glamour in glamour world. It's like, people love jewelry. They have loved to wear it since time is immemorial, and jewelry has always played a great role in increasing our beauty and enhancing our looks. If I have to say, stylish women swear by their jewelry, like, their necklaces, earrings,
Right.
bangles, anklets, and I think there's no limit to it.
Yeah, and like it gives you a new look every day. Like it creates a very creative conversation, and I think it's one way of having a self-expression wearing jewelry on your.
And it's just like, you wear one plain basic tee every day and just style it with junk jewelry, pop colors, or, just chains or studs. It's always going to add on to your look and going to make you feel confident, and that is
With the changing looks you have.
a person who doesn't really likes jewelry so much. I would say that I have started wearing now, and that's a really big thing for me. So for us, it wasn't about success. Success
Yeah.
is a journey, not a
Not
destination. The doing is often more important than the outcome.
Right, and for us, it's all about satisfaction. Like seeing happy faces and like seeing happy faces of our customers, it encouraged us a lot to grow and also like boosted our confidence.
Yes.